Most people are waiting around for a lightning bolt to hit them to tell them what they're called to do. But I need to be honest with you. That moment is probably never coming. And that's actually good news, because the way that God reveals what you're called to build is way simpler than anyone ever told you. You're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. Right now, you're probably doing something that pays the bills, but there's this quiet thing inside you that keeps saying you were made for more, and you have no idea what that more is. I've lived in that exact spot. So today I'm going to give you the 5 questions that will help you to know for sure whether God is calling you to build something and start to show you what that something is. Here's why I care about this so much. I build for a living: music, teaching, a media company, real estate, and every single one of those started with a question I couldn't answer. Is this actually mine to do, or am I just making it up? I wasted real time just chasing things that weren't mine, and almost missed the things that were mine because I was waiting for a feeling that never showed up. So this isn't a theory to me. This is the exact process I wish somebody had handled to me years ago. By the end of this video, you're going to have a way to test your own life and know the difference between a random idea and an actual calling. But before I give you the 5 questions, I have to kill the lie that keeps most people stuck. Because if you believe in this one thing, you'll stay confused no matter how gifted you are. The biggest lie about calling is that it shows up at this one big dramatic moment, that one day it just hits you. Like, I finally know what it is. Now I know. So people sit and wait for that moment, and they wait and they wait, and it never comes. So they just assume they must not be called to do anything, or that the calling is for other people who are special. But look, that's just not how it works. For most people, it's not a lightning bolt. It's a slow reveal, something that happens over time. And here's the second half of that lie. We assume a calling has to do with something huge and dramatic, something with a stage and a spotlight. But sometimes what you're called to build is simple. Sometimes it's quiet, and that doesn't make it any less from God. There's just one more piece. And this one sets people free when they hear it. You're not necessarily called to do one thing. Look at David in the Bible. He was a king, but he was also a psalmist, a poet. He was a musician. He was an artist. Not to mention, he was a warrior. He commanded an entire army. See, David wasn't boxed into one lane. God used every single side of him, every gift and all of it to accomplish his purpose. So you've got a bunch of different gifts and you've been stressing about picking just one. Breathe for a second. That right there might not even be the right move for you, because just like you see it with that example, sometimes you're not called to do just one thing. And I want to free you from that. Now that we've cleared that out the way, let's talk about how you actually recognize the real thing when it is in front of you. In my own life, there are a few signals that shows up every time something is genuinely made for me to build. See, the first one is flow. It's that natural gut feeling, when you're in your element and you're just flowing. It's that thing where when you're in it, you naturally lose track of time. See, that right there, that's a signal for me. For me, it's 2 things. And that's music and teaching. Now, music has always just come to me. Lyrics are always coming to my head, or melodies. I'll just be singing melodies all the time. And it's clearly my number one passion. When something flows like that, pay attention to it. When it's something that comes to you very naturally. Now, here's the second sign. See, the second signal is that it won't leave you alone. It's the thing that's constantly running through your mind. It keeps you up at night. Even when you're doing other tasks, it's on your mind. You think about it when you're supposed to be thinking about something else. See, that's not random. That's a clue. Here's a third sign. Third signal is confirmation that you will get. You start seeing it everywhere, right? You see the patterns. It keeps coming up. It's coming up in more than just one place. It's in different places. It's coming from different people, to a point where you almost write it off as coincidence. But you see, that's not a coincidence. Sometimes that's God confirming a thing. And here's the fourth sign. Now this one is problem. See, there's a problem out there that you can't stop caring about, and you feel this pull to be the one who solves it. The passion to fix something is often the shape of your calling. Now, let me show you how these signals actually played out in my life, because this is where it gets practical. Some of my gifts were obvious to me, like music. Above all those things, I would just say creativity. It doesn't matter if I'm playing music or I'm taking photos or recording a video. Overall, creativity seems to come to me naturally. But some of my gifts were dormant. They were just sitting there. They were passive, and I didn't know what they could become until I was brave enough to explore them in the first place. See, the moment I started to use them, they actually woke up. And the more I used them, the clearer they got. Here's the picture I always come back to. Pursuing your calling is like driving at night with your headlight on. You can only see what's directly in front of you. See, the thing is, you can't even see the whole road, but you don't just stop because you can't see the end. No, you keep driving. And the more you move, the more of the road shows up and is revealed to you. And sometimes one thing is just a stepping stone to the next thing. If you're sitting there confused right now, I want you to run your life through these 5 questions. Number 1, what do you love? Start with your heart. What is it you actually love to do? Your desire, it's not an accident, it's information. Number 2, what do you naturally gravitate towards? When you have time for yourself, when your time is yours, what do you naturally drift to doing? What do you keep coming back to without being told? Number 3, what do people constantly affirm you of? Not just once, what's that one thing that people constantly keep telling you about? When the same compliments keep coming from different people, see, that's a mirror. That's something that you need to pay attention to and look at it. Number 4 is, what is the problem you can't ignore? The need to fix it is the cure. But this is also tied to what comes easy to you. You have to find out what comes natural and very easy to you. And number 5, this is the one that cuts through everything. What is the one thing you would do even if you never made a single dime out of it? The thing that you'd just be happy to do for free. The answer to that question is pointing at something. Now, I want you to sit down with these 5 questions and I want you to answer them. Where they overlap, where the same theme keeps showing up across all 5, that right there is not a coincidence. That is a map. Now, let me ground all of this with one verse, because this is bigger than just, personality test or anything like that. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10 says, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." I want you to sit down with that word, handiwork. Some translations say workmanship. We're God's workmanship. See, the thing is, you are something that God built, and he didn't just build you, then leave your purpose up to chance. He built you with a purpose, and he prepared the works in advance, which means the very thing he's calling you to build, he already wired you to be able to do it. He's already equipped you with everything you need right now to be able to do it. So here's what I actually need you to believe by the time this video ends. If God called you to build something, then you have already been equipped to build it. You're not missing a piece. You don't need to wait until you feel ready or qualified, or until the road just lights up ahead. You have everything you need right now to take that first step. And remember, the headlights. The first step is all you have to see. All you have to do is take that first step and the road will show up ahead. So don't wait for that lightning bolt. Ask the 5 questions. Watch for the flow. What is it that you naturally flow in? The thing that won't leave you alone, the confirmations that you constantly keep getting over and over, and the problem that you can't ignore, and then move. Now, I want you to do me a favor and drop a comment and tell me which one of these 5 questions hit you the hardest, or what do you think you're actually called to build? And here's your real next step. Knowing what you're called to build is one thing. Actually starting without drowning in overthinking is another. So I made a whole video exactly about that, and you can check it out by clicking the link right here. Now, if this stirred something in you, that's what you want to watch next. It'll help you take that first step. You were made to build. Now go ahead and build it.